All right, well, you gotta give props to this dude, man. Shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs fans. Patrick Mahomes did that. I mean, it wasn't his best game, two picks, but two touchdowns. One great rushing touchdown he had was, I believe, was like 7-3. And I was like, oh man, this is a good ball game. But the thing is about the 49ers, they were up by 10 points, 8 minutes left. This goes to show you that you got to play all quarters, man, for 8 minutes because you seen how they defeated the Houston Texans in the divisional round. They was damn near down by like 30 points, man. In the second half, they just came and let loose. Now, I don't think this game is fixed. I really believe that the 49ers were outcoached. They were outplayed. And that time and possession that Andy Reid perfected. I mean, simply. I mean, Andy Reid, he redeemed himself from 15 years of being a coach for the Philadelphia Eagles. So I remember that whole controversy, him and losing against the New England Patriots with Donovan McNabb, kind of shattered the team and their hopes and dreams or whatever. And then Eagles end up moving to another offense and they doing all these different transitions. But I mean, with him being the Kansas City Chiefs coach for like what 4 or 5 years, I believe, man. I mean, you won a Super Bowl, first Super Bowl in like 50 some years. It's freaking amazing. I mean, MVP, it could be going to Damian Williams or Patty Mahomes. Thing is, just his stats with Patty Mahomes is it was it was so inconsistent there. I mean, 26 for 42 completions, man. 26 out of 42, two touchdowns, two interceptions. Sammy Watkins did his thing, first Super Bowl. Tyreek Hill, 108 yards. This was a decent game. It was sort of entertaining, man, than last year's Super Bowl, man. But I'd say, I mean, hey, Kansas City Chiefs, it's going to be a long time before that. I think they reach another Super Bowl. I don't know. The reason why I'm saying I'm a Chargers fan. So we going to the AFC West. They represent the AFC West. I'm not salty or anything, but I really love for the 49ers to win because now we got to hear about these Kansas City Chiefs fans. They got rings and stuff, and they're better than us. They swept us, which they are. I mean, it says it on paper. But we got to get our stuff together. I just noticed that we signed an extension with Anthony Lynn, a multi-year extension. And I know Mo Dog made a video expressing about how he feel about that. I mean, with me personally, I think this was a good decision. Anthony Lynn is a decent coach. Yeah, we started off 0-4 with him in his first year. Almost made to the playoffs. We lost it due to the Buffalo Bills. We went 9-7. We had some little optimism there. Then the year after that, we went 12-4 when it was probably our greatest run ever. And he was a huge motivator and caveat for our success. And last year, we went 5-11. If this year we make it to the playoffs, we go deep, go to the AFC Conference Championship, maybe to the bowl. I mean, I think this is a good. This is really good. I don't think we need a new coach. Yeah, we need a new pieces in our offensive line and an offensive coordinator. I mean, the offensive line is so bad, and especially it's really not good for pocket passers. And we're moving on from Phillip Rivers. We can use this as momentum to go ahead and draft a new QB. I don't know if Joe Burrow's going to the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have more faith with Andy Dalton, but we need a new QB. Get a new QB. Beautiful offensive line. Get a new defensive tackle, man. Because AFC West is starting to get a little bit more tough. Because you have the Oakland Raiders and you still got the Denver Broncos. They still improving, and their defense of the Broncos it's really good, man. So we struggle with them. I mean, we didn't even win no type of division games ever so far this year. And that's horrendous, son. I'm pretty sure that's on Anthony Lynn's radar. Just give him another chance, Mo Dog. You may disagree with this, but I just think Lynn, we need that mediator in that locker room for us. And I just think that maybe next year we're gonna start turning things around, man. Hopefully in August, I'll go ahead and watch this and get ready for the NFL draft in April, man. And we just gotta make some smart plays and smart picks. Tom Tedesco, Dean Speranos, they have an eye in the future for this, man. But the thing is, though, with the Flash, aka Melvin Gordon, he stated something very good. And I mean, you play your whole life in this game, and to come to find out that really you don't have too many fans attending. That's another thing. You know, we get in a new stadium. I don't know, it's going to really attract another Los Angeles Chargers type of fans, man. Even when we were in San Diego, I believe we was in Qualcomm, we had a decent fan base. I mean, it was still kind of bad. People were still showing up. But at the same time, we had a hard time, selling out those tickets. And I remember Deion Sanders and the commentators had to buy the tickets for us because it was blacked out. But we have to really work on our crowd control. We have to work on our fan base because it's a lot of fans all over the world for the Los Angeles Chargers, even the UK. I mean, we proved that. And it was rumors that we're going to the UK. Oh, we don't. But, I mean, we it's a lot. It's a lot to look forward to in that agenda, man. We got set up this blueprint for success: offensive line, defensive tackle, get another wide receiver, maybe in the free agency, and we got some decent corners. But offensive line and more defensive tackles, I think that's all we need in the QB. I don't know if Melvin Gordon is still going to be with us. We might have to get another running back, but we got some key pieces to go in, and we can see how we're gonna move on with our new quarterback. Tom Brady may be a legitimate case for us. If we get Tom Brady, definitely get the O line, but I don't know if he's gonna get us to the bowl. He might give us to a deep run in the playoffs, but we really want the whole bowl, so we'll see, man. See if you got a little left in this tank, man. But and everyone has to be healthy. But with this, AFC West here, the Kansas City Chiefs representing, enjoying their Super Bowl. Man, we gotta go out there and just go against them next year, man, and twice this year. But they won it. They won it fair and square. It's nothing I can really say about them. I mean, they literally outplayed them. Just something that we can learn from. This is a very young team. I'm glad that Bill Belichick gave Jimmy Garoppolo a chance to go ahead and prove himself and make something out of himself in the NFL. He's a backup quarterback for Tom Brady, and just his IQ level and his high motivation playing the game was really inspirational, man. But he's going back into winning and just beefing up, just getting the stacks of good O line. The defense played phenomenal. Shouts out to them, but it just wasn't enough. And they may get it next year. Who knows? The Arizona Cardinals between the NC West and the Seattle Seahawks. I know Reeves going to probably be battling with Richard Sherman right now. Richard Sherman is a zone coverage type of corner, not a man-to-man. And yes, I didn't know. Yeah, I looked it up. Reeves did win a Super Bowl, so that was my apology on that. So Reeves may be better than Richard Sherman, but still, man. I mean, I just think that corners still work on what's best for the system. It's not an individual thing, and I think that's what Reeves was really focused on more on Richard Sherman. That's when it became a little bit more disrespectful. But here and there, there's gonna be a lot of changes in the off season. You guys tell me what you guys think, man. You guys enjoy that Super Bowl? I don't think it was rigged, man. I mean, the NFL referees let them play. It was really nothing fishy going on. I mean, maybe they had a little lack of motivation towards the end of the game. They let their foot off the gas. But hey, it is what it is, man. You got to play. But the game is over. Moving on. Let's get ready for the NFL draft and moving forward in the sports world. LA Chargers. Make some important good decisions. So I'll be looking forward to that. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, donate to the channel. Cash App, yunglinkjr. I'm out. Deuces.